Yeah, I think it might be a rifle from the Second World War. Look at that. Give me a coin or something, finally. Oh, oh! I think there are coins in there. I think this is a freaking coin spill from the Second World War. Alright, welcome back to another metal detecting video here on the channel. Yes, finally again. I've already been out in the woods a few times this year, hunting for history as usual, and let me tell you, it's still everywhere in the ground. This time I was detecting in a location that was likely used by German troops who disbanded as the Russians advanced in April or May of 1945. I came across some dugouts and other signs of activity, but enough talk, I'll roll the footage so you can see for yourself. Alright, inside a massive dugout now, and there are quite a lot of signals, not many good ones, but not too bad, not too good. But since it's inside the dugout, let's do a live dig. Alright, I think I finally got it. That is interesting. A little ring from brass probably, but that's not the main thing. Yeah, look at that. It's from a pocket watch. Nice. Sadly not complete, but the outer ring. That's definitely from a pocket watch. I dubbed it silver, but that's still pretty cool. Very faint and small signal. Also inside the dugout. Yeah, I think I got it. Oh, it's really deep in there. Look at that. What is that? I think that's made from bakelite as well. Oh, look at that. It's a little gauge there. Ooh, and there's some writing. It says motometer. Now that is interesting. Is that from a car or what? Definitely bakelite and a little gauge there. Nice. Yep, those are the signals we want. Finally. Finally something promising again. Whew, so many roots, man. Should have brought a knife out. Oh, there it is. Huh, look at that. That is definitely a little buckle with some leather from Wehrmacht equipment. Yeah, it's still all there. This here probably made from aluminium. Very cool. Another buckle. This one made from copper or brass, so yeah, that will clean up nice. Yeah, definitely getting some more good signals. Yeah, that's another buckle. Look, could be from a ammunition pouch or whatever, but it's definitely German World War II. So let's see if there's more. Another one. Oh, right there. Come on, give me a coin or something, finally. I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, that is definitely better than a coin. Look at that. Oh, it's a tag, and I think it's a Stalag tag. Yep. Oh, that is cool. That is a Stalag tag. Stalag standing for Stammlager, which were basically the POW camps set up by the Germans. And there would be, I guess, Americans, Soviets in there. Wow, I found so many of these before around here. It's a half one, yeah, it says Stalag and then the number of the camp. Oh, okay, yeah, that's better than a coin for sure. Let's put it here for a second. See if the other half, yeah, it could be in there as well. Oh yeah, that is nice, that is nice. It's pretty interesting. I found more of these Stalag tags than German dog tags. Yeah, there's definitely something big there. Well, I guess the other half. Gotta be careful here. The problem is, yeah, I think... Oh, look! It's another tiny buckle. Yeah, they definitely got rid of some equipment here. I love these kind of sites. Lots of stuff comes up and a lot of personal relics as well, which are my favorite. Oh, look, what is this? There's still more in the hole. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I found the second half. Nice! Yes! So we got a complete Stalag tag now. Now, it's not in the best condition. They are made from zinc usually, but I'm still going to clean that up, basically preserve it with wax, and then it's gonna look amazing again. So let's check the hole again. Yeah, that's it. Nice! Nice! Alright, I guess this huge dugout was worth it after all, but I'm not done yet, so let's carry on.
Okay, so I've done some research on the camp where this POW was likely held. As indicated on the tag, the camp's number was 11A. It was established in 1939 near the town of Dörnitz in central Germany, initially to hold Polish POWs. Following the Western campaign, Dutch, Belgian and French prisoners were also interned there, and later British and Soviet POWs as well. In total, around 55,000 prisoners were forced to work in agriculture or in munitions factories. The camp was liberated by American forces in May 1945 and was later taken over by the Soviets. Today, nothing remains of the camp except for a monument marking its former location. One detail on the tag that caught my attention is the spelling of the word Stalag. It's written with a C at the end instead of the correct G. I'm not sure if they ran out of stamps for the letter G or if it was simply a mistake, but it's definitely a misspelling. If you have a theory or idea about this, comment down below, I'm very curious.
Alright, high signal right below the surface. Usually that means trash, modern trash, but let's see here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Could be from the Second World War, but what is it? Is this like paper or what? Huh. Looks like paper with some aluminium or something. What is that? It's falling apart, but... Huh. Yeah, look, it's some sort of roll of aluminium and paper or something. Okay. If you got any ideas what this might be, write a comment down below, but I have no clue. Interesting find though. Now I don't know what's over there, but the detector just kept screaming at me. It's gotta be something big, yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, that's the head of a shovel. Some sort of entrenching tool. Probably German. Still laying here on the surface. Alright, tough situation. Lots of good signals around here, but as you can see, it's littered with wood from this tree that's fallen down, but there's big stuff here and I guess also some small stuff, so I guess I'll clean this up a little bit. Alright, I cleared it up a little bit and I already see something here. Look at that. This is, I think it's bakelite or what? Whew, alright. Oh, yeah, it's bakelite, look. Oh, that's definitely interesting. Probably some communication. Oh, look. It's just laying here. Yeah. Ooh. Definitely a bakelite knob here, something to turn. Oh, what's this? Oh, now that is interesting. Yeah, probably some communication gear, I have no idea, but I'm going to collect everything here and maybe we can piece something together. Yeah, this place is absolutely full of signals. I guess I'll just use the pinpointer. Alright, there's tons of this stuff around, lots of bakelite fragments and whatnot. So if anyone of you knows what this could be from, definitely let me know in the comments below. But I do want to check out more of this place before the sun sets, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But if anyone knows what this is and it's something interesting, then I'm definitely coming back to unearth the rest, because there's a lot of these fragments. But yeah, for now I'm just going to carry on.
Alright, awesome day today. As you can see, nature is finally waking up again. The last couple of clips, they are from February, I think, and now it's May, so the weather is definitely a lot better. It's so warm today, and yeah, as you can see, I'm in the absolute middle of nowhere as usual, and over there is probably the first good signal.
Okay, so I wasn't sure what to expect here. I just dug all kinds of signals and I got a pretty big iron signal over here. And yeah, I think it might be a rifle from the Second World War. Look at that. This kind of looks like the muzzle from a rifle with the front sight over here. This part here looks a little bit weird, but it's very long and I'm not sure. I mean, this ground here is very bad for iron and most materials anyway, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I mean, what else could it be, right? So let's just get it out. It's probably a World War II rifle. Oh, yeah, that is a rifle for sure. And it's corroded. It's so corroded. The trigger is still there a little bit. The bolt missing, I think. Yeah. Whole magazine box gone with the trigger guard. And yeah, I mean, it's probably some sort of Mauser rifle, but the part here where the bayonet goes, the bayonet lug, looks pretty weird. So maybe not the standard K98K rifle, but some sort of Mauser system for sure. Yeah. Alright, a little cleaned up now. I just whacked it against this tree over here to get some of the dirt and rust off. And now that I'm taking a closer look, it's definitely not a Mauser rifle. I mean, the rear sight is very short, and this right here is probably the bayonet. That's why it looked so weird. Yeah, that's a little bayonet that is on the lug here, which you could kind of pop up like that, and you have the blade there. So that is interesting, but I still don't recognize it. Definitely some sort of bolt action rifle, but yeah, I mean, as I said, this ground is very bad for iron objects. So sadly this one is pretty far gone, but still very interesting to see. And yeah, there definitely could be more around. That is almost on the surface. Right there. Look. That is some German World War II Mauser ammunition. Interesting. So definitely some sort of dump site over here. Okay, so this is super freaking weird. As you can see, it's a dead tree stump, right? Very old, been dead for ages. And there's this little wooden thing here. And first, I was like, pinpointer screaming, where is it? But I couldn't get to it. Like, this is solid wood still. And then I saw this opening, stuck the pinpointer in. As you can see, it's going off like crazy. And there's no opening but this little hole. So I have no idea how this got in there, but I just kind of dug in there and I can see, I think there are coins in there. I think this is a freaking coin spill from the Second World War. Someone must have hid the coins in there. And I think they're silver. Let me get my phone and give you a close-up. Okay, you can see the opening there. And I brought my flashlight and now just look at that. What? Those are, I think, 3 coins, yeah. The edges of them sticking out. And there's no way they were lost, because this is the only opening and they're still so stuck together. Someone definitely hid them there at the end of the war. And we're not that far from the rifle, which is very interesting. I mean, the soldiers here in the area, they were ready to go into capture. The American lines were very close. The war was basically over, so they dumped their equipment left and right, and of course also their valuables. I mean, little crevices like this definitely seemed like an attractive option, I suppose, to hide some valuables and come back for them later, because
what would happen a lot of the times is, you know, Americans and Russians, they were just looting the stuff from the soldiers and the civilians, like watches, silverware, silver coins, I suppose. So yeah, that's how this probably ended up here. So let's get him out. Alright, so let's see if I can fit my hand in there. It's very tight, but it's gotta be silver coins, right? The signal sounded very strange, but it looks like old silver coins to me. It's very muddy ground in there. Look at that. Maybe they're even older. I mean, I was just talking all that stuff with the silverware, but maybe this isn't even from World War II. Maybe it's older. I don't know. Alright, I think I got it. Finally, man. Jesus. Alright. There we go. There even more. That is wild. Alright, let's take a look here. And there we go. That's the first coin. I don't want to rub it too much. I'll see if I can clean it gently so we can at least see what it is. But man, that is awesome. Alright, kind of positioned the phone so you can see more. Getting out the second coin. The first coin was a bit corroded, but the very shiny silver ones are coming out now, I believe. Oh, that's a heavy one. Let's see. Yep, that is definitely a World War II coin spill, guys. That is awesome. Look at that. That's the Garnisonskirche in Potsdam. It's probably 5 Reichsmark. Yeah, you can see the eagle there. I'm gonna clean them up at home very carefully, but wow, guys. What a find. What a freaking find. I'm tired of finding guns, but now I'm finding what I finally always wanted to find. Some coins, some nice silver coins. I haven't found that many in the past, so this makes me very, very, very happy. If I can get them out, that is. Whoever hit them here had super tiny hands. Like, how do you even do that? There we go. Here we go. Another one. Wow. Look at that. I know it's not focusing very much, but yeah, there you go. That is a German eagle. I think it's a version without the swastika, yeah, but they're 5 Reichsmark. And it's a Paul von Hindenburg one. The Reichspräsident. Nice. I always love finding these. It's number 3. The first coin was something else. Not a 5 Reichsmark, but also something nice for sure. Probably. I don't know. There are so many coins in there. What? Yep, got another one. My fingernails are going to be done after today. Freaking done. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. Shiny 5 Reichsmark, silver, another Paul von Hindenburg. Or is it? I think it is. Yep. It just doesn't stop. It just does not stop. I just got a little stick to, you know, kind of leverage some of the coins out. Obviously very careful. But I'd rather to get the dirt loose than grab them. But there are just so many more of them. Look at that. Mint condition. German World War II 5 Reichsmark coin. That is incredible. That right there is absolutely ridiculous. First I thought it was just the 3 coins from the beginning, but it's more like 30. They're stacked on top of each other. Can you see there's another layer down there? What in the world? Surely this wasn't only one soldier, right? Maybe they all emptied their pockets and decided to collectively come back after the war and grab their silver, but man. So yeah, just got some more out. As you can see, these are still sticking to each other. And I mean, this one was also sticking like that. That's why there's a bit of discoloration there, but nothing we can't fix at home with some gently cleaning. Not sure what date that is. 1938, I think. Yep. So that is a first for me. I think that's a 2 Reichsmark coin. Something like that. So I can't really make that out right now, but wait, is a Paul von Hindenburg on there as well? I think so, yeah. Huh, that is interesting. Yeah, haven't really found many of these before, but I think with this little hoard here, I've found more Reichsmark coins than most metal detectorists combined. Man, that is absolutely insane. And now let's try to get these. Oh, look at the Garnisonskirche. That is a big fat silver coin. I love it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, oh, Jesus. Yeah, that is some genuine World War II silver right there. Look at that. Yeah. 2 Reichsmark and the one with the eagle on the right here. Oh, that is 5 Reichsmark. Jesus. Absolutely incredible. That is a time capsule right there. I hope this is not getting boring for you guys, but another badge is coming out, as you can see. For me, this is... I just can't put it into words, man. Oh, yeah. Right there. There you go. All right, another double badge right here. Both got the church on this, so let's pull them apart and see. Oh, man, they're stuck good. Oh, there we go. What is that? Why they're red? What is that? Is it blood? No, it's not blood. Red paint or what? That's strange. I mean, that's not corrosion, right? Oh, it's the third one in the middle. Yeah, right. So it was more than just 2 coins. Oh, there we go. Also red. Okay, that is weird. Yeah, so I guess they painted the coins or what? I mean, silver usually corrodes to this golden yellowish color, as you have seen with some of the other coins, just like this here. But I don't know. That is weird. What is that? What is that? Just look at that. Another one, another double stack. Smaller, probably 2 Reichsmark coin, the bigger 5 mark. And this one is also red. Why? That is so strange. But cool, I guess. Well, many more coins down there. Probably 10 more or so. So I got some work to do. Okay, I'm going to go with a different approach. This is way too tight for my hand and they're on all the last corners everywhere. So I'm trying to destroy the what? Which, yeah, is probably a bit harder than it looks. Okay, I think I'll just continue with the GoPro. I'll give you some close-ups later. I mean, it's just so many, these sheer numbers of coins down there. Yeah, another clean Powell and another clean Garnisonskirche. Nice. And let's see. These should be loose now. They're pretty tight together, but yeah. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Red again. Oh, okay. Maybe it is the corrosion after all. It looks like they first turn into this yellowish tint, then more like, I don't know, bronze, and finally the red. So yeah, I guess that discoloration is corrosion after all, but yeah, interesting to see. Wow, that one looks incredible. Almost no corrosion on that one. Yeah, the reddish paint again there. And yeah, there we go. Yep, 2 more from the top row. Wow. Jesus, 1936, this one. The Paul von Hindenburg here. Wow, 1937. Oh. Alright, little check-in. You can see the pile is getting bigger. That is a bunch of coins already. And look, there's still tons down there. It's just... Oh, no. I thought I just had another one, but no. Yeah. Whoa, look at that. 3 big 5 mark coins. Nice. Yeah, that loosened up the other ones a bit as well. That one. And there's a little... I think they tied them together or something. Look, there's a little piece of rope or whatever. Rubber, I don't know. But it seemed like they were tied together. Yep. There we go. And yeah, now they're just coming out one after another. You know, I've never found any German World War II or 1930s era silver besides that one time in the German camp where I found like 3-5 Reichsmark coins or something in one of the videos. And now this! That is so strange. Usually people find them, you know, they accumulate them over the years of detecting here and there. But I haven't had any luck. And now all of them at once. I've probably already found more than most detectorists here in my area in their lifetime. Absolutely wild. Look at that. That is so freaking much silver. I think we're closing in on the last coin here, or one of the last ones. I can... no, that's just another piece of that big ass root. Yeah, I can feel one more here, and I think that may be the last one. Now that was a fight. This one did not want to come out. Ugh. Oh, it's two, that's why. Yeah, they were very stuck down there. Well, I don't know. Seems like I was completely wrong. There are way more popping out now. Seems like it extends to the bottom here, the hole, and yeah, I think there are some more. It's 3 more. Oh, this is probably already 2 hours in or something. Oh, it's 4, sorry. Okay, so I started detecting in this area shortly after 5 p.m. Found the rifle pretty quickly, and it's 7:30 now, so I've been 2 hours on this freaking hole, and I think this is finally the last coin. Well, not that I would complain if I found more, but this is draining. My fingers are done, the nails are probably screwed up. But we got ourselves a nice German World War II treasure. So let's see. Yeah. You hear that? Dead silence. Alright, so this is the result of that big excavation here. My hands are pretty done for, but it was all worth it. Look at that. That is 3 layers of German World War II silver coins. 2 mark coins, 5 mark coins, mixed together with lots of different variations, and what can I say, man? I have not counted them yet. I will do though at home after I clean them up a bit. But yeah, do I even need to say anything? A picture speaks more than 1,000 words after all.
Alright, so there you have it. I ended up finding 72 5 Reichsmark coins and 12 2 Reichsmark coins. As you can see, the cleaned up results are incredible. Most of the coins had only a thin layer of dirt on them, which came off almost by itself. The 5 Reichsmark coins are 90% silver, while the 2 Reichsmark coins are 60% silver. And about the designs, you've already seen a good variety throughout the video, but now I show you all of them and give a bit of background. A common design on the coins from the early to mid 1930s features an eagle, sometimes with small swastikas and sometimes without. The version without swastikas, showing just the Reichseagle in the center, has Paul von Hindenburg on the reverse. And in case you didn't know, Hindenburg was a German field marshal, politician and president of the Reich from 1925 until his death in 1934, a highly influential figure in German history for sure. On these coins you'll see his birth and death dates, 1847 and 1934. All Reichsmark coins have an inscription on the edge that reads Gemeinnutz geht vor Eigennutz, which translates to public interest comes before private interest. The version with the small swastikas and Reichseagle features the Garnisonkirche on the reverse, a Baroque military church built in the early 18th century in Potsdam, just southwest of Berlin. The church gained infamous significance during the Nazi era when on March 21st, 1933 it hosted the Day of Potsdam. This was when Hitler staged the ceremonial opening of the new Reichstag and famously shook hands with President Hindenburg, just weeks after becoming Chancellor. The church was destroyed in a British air raid in 1945 and remained in ruins for decades. However, the church tower was rebuilt and completed in 2024, with more restoration planned in the coming years, including the dome. There's also a coin version showing the church with the date of the Day of Potsdam and two small swastikas. These are a bit more rare than the standard version. Between 1936 and 1939 a new design was minted featuring the Reichsadler with a large swastika beneath it. This became the final version of the 5 Reichsmark coins during the Third Reich, and as far as I know, no more were minted after 1939. On the reverse of these coins, Hindenburg appears again, just like on the earlier versions. And just to put things into perspective, here's me weighing all the coins, and it turns out I found over a kilogram of silver. Absolutely mind-blowing. This is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime find, and I'm so happy I could share it with you. We can only speculate why the person or people who hid the coins never came back for them, but one thing is certain: they were hidden in 1945 and remained untouched for 80 years, until now. And with that, I want to thank all of you for watching. Stay tuned for more adventures, and until then, bye.